Hey guys, it's Laurel from Laurel's Motherfucking Moon in this bitch. And I just want to tell you a quick message about Mercury in retrograde. Now, I'm pretty sure that most of you all know when we're in Mercury retrograde, the communication is like all the way fucked up. And you have to be spontaneous when things do change. So, I just wanted to let you all know you need to make sure that you have a backup plan. Be spontaneous as possible. If you are impulsive about your spontaneity, try to set goals for yourself to sit back and think about them before you actually make the goal. Okay? And also, since we're going in Mercury retrograde, just be aware of your own sign and your own issues in your planets. Okay? Because when things go into retrograde, other people's lives are affected too, besides just yours. So when they are in retrograde, most of the time, if you're a Virgo or a Gemini, it's going to be pretty chaotic. But since we are in the eclipse, which will be coming on the 2nd, things will be a little bit more different in the communication based off of, your Saturn and other things like that. So if you say, for instance, you are a Gemini or you are a Virgo, this intensity is going to intensify because of the eclipse and because of this eclipse energy. Like if your birthday is on July 7th, which is going to be the hottest time that the eclipse will be strong, you're going to go through major changes, okay? You may be ready for them, you may not be. Some of you all are going to be going through your Saturn return as well. So happy birthday and congratulations that you overcame that bullshit. But I do feel like in this time with us going into retrograde and all of these crazy things happening, definitely be aware of your backup plans. Be aware of other people pushing themselves onto you, pushing their agenda onto you, making decisions impulsively. And with the impulsive decisions, the result once the end of retrograde hits. So be mindful of how you make decisions. Be mindful of the people that are around you and their impulsiveness, okay, their impulsivity. Be mindful of people that have had clouded judgment, that don't know shit about themselves because they could, push their agenda onto you. Now, I do feel like for a majority or for the most, this is going to be a new opportunity of you seeing all of the things that have occurred since the last retrograde, the last Mercury retrograde and the last other retrogrades with the other planets. You'll be able to see the results of, what you put into it based off of what you've done, okay? So then you'll definitely be thinking of your health after the retrograde. You'll be thinking of all of the impulsive things that you have done. You'll also be trying to fix what wasn't, that needed to be fixed in that mist, okay? And I do feel like for some of you guys, you're trying to prepare yourself for different levels of connection during Mercury retrograde, and I feel like you're going to see it, okay? You're going to see all of that. And with that being said, I do feel, as far as tarot is concerned, if there are some things that are bothering you with this person, usually it's not affected. But some people's planets can be way more far out than yours at that time. You could be meeting them at totally different time periods. So just be mindful of what you put into fruition, the arguments, the mystified thoughts, not being able to complete tasks all the way because they weren't planned or there was just a lot of things that could have gotten in the way, because that's usually what happens in Mercury retrograde. Also, your phones, things like that. Make sure you have insurance, you know. Try not to do any contracts or sign any contracts right now. If you've already planned on it and the plan has been set in motion, then more than likely you'll be good. You just things might be a little bit longer than the norm or longer than what's expected because everyone is so just all over the place, okay? So with that being said, make sure that you take care of your health, okay? All the people that are born on July 7th, July 2nd, with the eclipses that are happening, make sure you set your affirmations. Life is going to be changing for you guys, and it's very, very clear that if you want a change, it's going to happen. It could be that there's a sudden change, shocks, things like that you weren't really ready for. But I feel like for some of you all out there, there's definitely like this unknown feeling or unknown vibe that you're getting. You don't know exactly which direction to go into. Could be financial, could be love, whatever the case may be. But I feel like for some of you guys, there's definitely like this vibe of not really knowing where you're going to stand, especially during Mercury retrogrades with financial statuses. The things that you've been waiting on, are they going to take longer than normal? You know, things of that nature. So just be very mindful to have a plan A, plan B. I'm going to always say that shit. Just always have a plan A, plan B. And definitely make sure that you take care of yourself. Try not to be too impulsive with your spending habits, with your love habits, making decisions, things of that nature. The eclipse is going to set things in a new direction for a lot of you all. So make sure you set your affirmations. If you're putting shit in a jar, whatever you got to do, utilize that time, because the moon is going to be vibrant as fuck. So utilize that time as much as possible, and also take care of yourselves, okay? I just wanted to get this message out there. It didn't have to be about tarot, but make sure you check out all of the July signs. And I'll probably be doing the 15th through the 31st instead of weeklies, because I am moving, and hopefully I'll be squared away into my new place by the end of July. So bear with me. I will have tarot out, and I should be posting the Who's Lying for the month of July, on what they could be lying about. So get ready for that. Also, if you get personal reads from me, you can definitely get a hold to me this week. I'm going to try to do the best that I can during Mercury retrograde, because I feel like a lot of people just, they really aren't, like they really feel like things are very different during Mercury retrograde. So as far as getting readings, I'm going to be taking those for the next 2 weeks. And then during the rest of Mercury retrograde, I'm going to take a break. So it'll probably be, you know, until the end of July while I am moving. So bear with me, please, as I am changing my life in the process too. And I'm trying to get things stored away like before Mercury retrograde. So I wanted to get this message out there too. I know that all of the astrologers and all of the people on YouTube have already made videos and things of that nature about it, but just be aware that things will be changing for each and every single one of you, and that there's always going to be some sort of message or something that you can take from when the planets change. So just always remember that, just as you do in life. What else did I have to say? Yeah, so bear with me as I'm getting things together for the summertime before school starts for my children. And I'm not taking a break, honey. Ain't no breaks. Okay, we all gas over here. So just be aware that I'll be doing the 15th through the 1st through the 15th, or more than likely I'll just do the top highest signs from the month of July that I'll be posting on. So my loves, I must get out of here. And like I said, personal readings as far as Mercury retrograde. It just depends on the situation, depends on what's going on as far as me moving. So be ready for that. I will be doing the Who's Line for July coming out soon. Make sure you check out the July videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. I love you and peace.